Hi everyone, welcome to the After Hours Knitting Group. Today is Sunday, August 21st. Hi! I am Brandi, also known as Eat My Yarns. I'm Ravelry and Instagram.
And I'm Jen. You can find me around social media as Stormcoast, all one word, and you can find my standalone podcast, The Uncreative Crafter, on YouTube.
And I'm Tonya, also known as Celestia22. Pretty much just on Ravelry. That would matter to our viewers.
We'll get you there one day.
You're on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram, but I very rarely use it. I went on this week, though, and checked everyone that had been posting in your thread, because that was fun.
Aw, yay.
Except for all my crazy faces, which were scary.
Crazy faces.
Welcome to being famous on the internet.
Oh, those crazy faces. That took me a second. So, I guess we'll get started with whips and naughty. There we go. I was going to say naughty me. I didn't have my stuff going on, but I've got it pulled up now. Okay, so new cast on, because nobody has seen it yet. I have cast on the electric Gypsy. Really? The Electric Gypsy by Cassandra Rizzardi. And I've gotten about, I don't know, I can't see anything. Here we go. I've gotten this much done. It's got this pretty little daisy. Of course you can't see anything because what do I use? Dark purple and black.
We'll use our imagination.
Yeah.
Did you just cast that on this morning?
No.
Okay.
This is the same one that I've been working on, but I'm decreasing to the number of stitches that I need because who needs to gauge swatch, really? Nobody needs to. Just kidding, totally do it. But I like to live dangerously. So I decided, let's just do this, and I did the math for if I got gauge. Well, my gauge is a lot bigger, so I think I cast on, 272, and I only really need 235. But being a big girl, it's okay if there's extra down here because of the way that this works out. So I am knitting these on a size 4 carbons. They're carbons.
They are carbons, thank you.
And I'm doing it in 3 colors. So the black is just Cascade Heritage in black. It's the same one it's the same ball that I used for Letty's Rainbow Dash dress. And the purple is Malabrigo in Dewberry. And so all of that will be the top. And then the bottom's going to be a different color. And that's Knit Picks Hawthorne and Goose Hollow. But I'm not there yet, so I don't even have it caked up, and so I can't show you. And I forgot to even grab the skein because I wasn't thinking because I didn't need it. So this is all that I've knit on this past 2 weeks. Well, there's one other thing. No, 2 other things, but those are finished. So that's that.
I'm resisting the urge to run over to my stash and grab it to show it now.
What?
So you have to
Goose Hollow.
Oh, it's okay. They'll see it next time. I will be there. So next up is spinning that I'm doing. That's not the bag. This is it. I am spinning on my drop spindle, my Proserpia Spiderweb drop spindle. And it's from the Woolly Witch, and of course purple, but I've got the bag. Let's see if I can do this. They're Rolags, and I love them. They're a lot more of a plum color. This is not. The lighting's terrible. It's richer, and it's sparkly, and it's in the Juliet colorway. That's funny. One of the last ones I did was the Julietta, I think.
Is it merino?
It is. It is merino and Angelina.
Nice.
And that is the Woolly Witch on Etsy. Look how cute that is. Of course I had to get this. Look how cute. So stinking cute. So it's spinning pretty thin. Well, that's a bigger chunk, but it's spinning pretty thin. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm excited. And then the other one that I'm spinning is on my, I think, Spin City, UK. Oh, let's turn it right. On this beautiful butterfly spindle.
So pretty.
Right. And these are Hobbledy-Hoy batlings that Jeanette from the Bookish Stitcher podcast sent to me. And we don't know what it is or what the name is, but this is the fiber. I think it's Beetlejuicy. There's no green in this one because it's already spun up, but well, there's a little green, but it's not showing up, at least on my end for you guys. So I am doing that. I'm plying on the fly, so it is a 3-ply yarn, and it's just, oh, look at all those greens.
Nice.
It's much more lime green than what's that's showing. That looks like a yellowy, mossy green to me, what it's showing on the computer. But it's much more of a lime green. It's just so Beetlejuicy. And I totally had a boo-boo with this. I was really upset. I was spinning it, and I grabbed the top so that I could pull it off so I could ply it. And the hook came out. And it split the wood in a couple of spots. I don't think you can know because my lighting's terrible. But it split it. So we were able to put it back in and screw it back in. And it would stay. I was able to hold it like this, and it was staying. But this is from the UK, and it was a little pricey. So I didn't really know if even if she would send it back or replace it, is it really worth sending it back to the UK just to get it didn't really totally seem worth it. So we tried to fix it ourselves. My husband put wood glue in it, and then he did a clamp. I don't know what kind of clamp, a C-clamp or something, I don't know. But you can see a little just dirty there. I can't get it off.
Gives it character.
Yeah, but it's holding nice. But I loved it. And last thing on spinning, it's on my, oh, I shouldn't put that in there. It's not where it goes. On my electric eel wheel. Whee! Of course, black and pink. This is by this black and pink part. This one's a different kind, but the one that's close, that mixes a lot better. That's from Wintry Flower by Design on Etsy. It's 4.2 ounces of BFL, and the colorway is 812. Or maybe B12, but I think it said 812. And this pink I bought to do it with it because I thought that it might be too much black. So I wanted to break it up even more, so I got some other pink, and I showed it off before, and I can't remember who it's by anymore, or if it's Polworth or Corriedale, but it's in the show notes from a couple weeks ago, so I'll have it fixed and linked in the show notes. But so that's that. Next up.
All right, that would be me. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, I do have my own podcast, and so some of this stuff is going to have progress markers on it from last week when I did my own recording, just so you're not wondering why you have never seen these things before. So the first thing that I have going, and I have been going full throttle on this because I really want to finish it, is I am working on my first sweater, which I started in the beginning of the year for winter camp, and did not finish in time for my birthday, even though that was my goal, and so now it is hopefully going to be my Rhinebeck sweater. So the pattern is Josephine, or Josephine, I have no idea how to pronounce it, by Elin Berglund. It is a 4-pay pattern on Ravelry, and I am working it up in some Reynolds Whiskey in the color 098. Reynolds Whiskey is unfortunately a discontinued yarn. I stashed this a long time ago. So I have finished the body of the sweater, I have finished the right arm, and I am currently working on the left arm. So when I podcasted by myself last week, I had just started to pick up the stitches for the sweater, or for the sleeve. It's a sweater, duh. And I am working on less than the last 10 rows on the left arm, and then after that, all I'll need to do, other than weave in a million ends, is pick up around the neckline, and there's some detailing on the neckline as well. And so I'm pretty pleased. I'm sorry, what was that?
So pretty.
Oh, thank you. It's my first sweater, so I think I'm not doing too badly. And
No,
when I tried it on, it didn't look like a potato sack, so that's pretty good. And this is being knit on a variety of sizes. Right now, I think I have it on US size 1s, and I don't know what the conversion is for that, but that's okay. But I've been knitting it on 1, 2s, and 3s, depending on where I am in the pattern. And then next up is what I've been working on at work. I always have an easy work project going. The sweater is sort of complicated at home. Is I am doing some vanilla socks in white birch fiber arts. Nothing says screw you like a rainbow. I know it's a family-friendly show, but that's what the colorway is called. My ball winder ate this ball of yarn and turned it into this disgusting mess. But you can kind of get a sense of the fact that it's a rainbow colorway. And so when I podcasted by myself, I was all the way down here. I've put in my Fish Lips Kiss Heel, and I'm currently working on the top ribbing. So this is a vanilla sock pattern. I do it based on my gauge, but I do use a pattern called David's Toe Up Sock Cookbook, which you can find on Ravelry. It requires that you math a little bit, but it does make socks that fit your foot pretty nicely, which is really good. And then I did incorporate the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, which is a 4-pay pattern on Ravelry. I think it's a $1 download. These are on US size 0, 2mm. These are the cubics. I think they're the Knitter's Pride, and they are square needles. If you've not seen them before, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but you can maybe sort of tell a little bit that there are flat edges there. And so what that does for me is that actually decreases my gauge. I am a pretty loose knitter, and so I normally knit my socks on size 0s to get gauge, and I was not getting gauge. So I switched over to the cubics, and boom, 9 stitches per inch, which is awful on your hands, but what can you do? And I just wanted to show off my little Mika stitch marker. She is on Etsy, and she does fabulous stuff with Swarovski crystals. And I know it's a snowflake, and I know it's August, but I didn't have a better stitch marker to put on rainbow socks. So
they both come from the sky. I think it works.
I figured it was sort of all weather related, right? Kind of works. And then, this hasn't gotten a lot of love since last week, but I am working on the Carrie Shawl, which is a 4-pay pattern by Megan Sanders. Is that her last name? But her Ravelry username is Zeveril, and it is Megan Sanders, perfect. These are on some US size 4, the Knit Picks Harmony interchangeable, on a super duper long cord. And so I was about... No, there we go. I was here last week. I've done a couple of rows. So it's basically just got some little lacy details that when I block it out, has some nice little holes in there. Just a nice simple shawl knit side to side, and it's asymmetrical. And this is being worked on some old Kemp Farm alpaca. They don't have a website, but they are a somewhat local farm to me where I live in New Hampshire, and I actually have, I thought this was really cute, they actually put on their little card that comes with it the name of the alpaca and the year of the shearing, so I have all that information, and they do have a Facebook page, and this information is on their Facebook page, so I don't mind sharing that as well. And so that is their info if you're interested in checking out some beautiful, beautiful, soft, squishy alpaca. And then, last but not least, I can't bring my wheel out to show you, but a little backstory on this. My cat, Ozzy, is a little over a year old, and she is a demon terror child. If you've ever had a little kitten, you know that this is the case. And I had trouble doing a lot of the crafting that I like to normally do because things that move are toys, and I like chewing on things because I'm a kitten. And so I have not been able to pull out my wheel in a very long time. I pulled it out earlier this week just to see what would happen. And as long as I keep the wheel moving in motion, then I'm in business. So I am working on a mystery spin. All I know about it is that it's wool. I don't even know what kind of wool it is. There's going to be a little bit of crinkling, so I do apologize. My friend Sandy from my old local yarn store dyed up a couple of different bats, and I've just sort of turned them into little balls of fiber here, and I am working on spinning that up on my Ashford Kiwi 2. And I took a picture, so let's see if I can figure out the technology to show you guys what it at least looks like. So, yes, not that. It's telling me to watch us live on YouTube right now because I'm subscribed to the podcast. So yeah, that sort of gives you a little bit of a sense of how it's spinning up. And so I'm pretty glad to be back to that. And that is all of my current stuff. So Tonya, I think you're up.
Alrighty. I've only got one whip. Well, sort of. Okay, I just cast on a square on my cotton blanket square, or cotton.
Scratch that, repeat that.
Yes, my scrap yarn mitered square blanket. So I just cast on a square on this so I'd have something to work on during the podcast, so I wasn't fiddling too much. But yeah, it's just got the cast on. That's it. But I've always wanted a cotton blanket, and Lynn from Two Tangled Skeins visited me a couple months ago and dropped off a huge laundry basket full of cotton scraps. So I have enough cotton to make a huge blanket now. Which is
a nice blanket it will be.
It will be. But this is my real whip right now. So this is the center of the oak leaf shawl. It's a circular shawl. And I just started this a couple days ago. And I'm knitting it out of Knit Picks Glimmer. I think it's Glimmer. Yes. Stroll Glimmer in Bear. And on 5mm needles, which are a US 8. And that's going to be my wedding shawl because I just got engaged.
Yay!
So that's my only whip. So that's probably going to be around for quite a while because I have to get that done by next June.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very large, like 60-inch circumference. But that's it. So, Brandi, it's your turn for your FOs.
Okay. So, okay, I'll get you something in just a few minutes. Kids. Okay, so first off, I finished my poem. The ends are all woven. They are just not clipped because I have not washed it yet.
Girl, I love you.
I had to. I was like...
You said was going to be here.
Actually, no, at the time when I finished it, I didn't, because I think I finished it last week. But it's all big and all done.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It doesn't fit super well, but I think that's because of the way that you have to attach it. I do not think I will ever make a bottom-up sweater again, unless I don't have to like attach the arms, because this was just, it was weird, and I don't think that I did it right. But I'm not gonna put it on because it's hot.
Aww.
But so it's all done, and it's just so squishy. And it's so squishy. So this is made out of Knit Picks Brava Sport. I look at my notes. Yeah, and I think they were done on like a size 6, and they're just tiny cheapies, but it's done. And I don't want to ever do that again. And then The next thing that I finished is a test knit. And it's okay to show because she said that we could show it on Instagram. We just gotta hashtag it. So I haven't posted them on Instagram yet. But it's by, I can't even think. I cannot think. Sorry, guys. Okay. These are the at-home socks by Laura Beth 326. I couldn't find an actual name for her anywhere. That's who she is on Instagram and on Ravelry. But it's a pattern or a row repeat kind of pattern. So it's so fun. Does it look familiar, guys? Does it?
Look at it.
Oh, it's an exact match to Letty's Rainbow Dash sock. Not socks, because that's what these are. Her Rainbow Dash dress. And yesterday, she was wearing both of them. And it was so cute to see her in that.
Someone giving you a call?
No, nobody's giving me a call. Okay. Okay, real quick.
Hi.
Hi, Letty.
Hey, sweetie.
What are these?
Mine.
Yeah, what are they?
Rainbow.
Rainbow what?
Rainbow Twilight.
Rainbow Twilight. So,
That's her name.
yeah. So, that's it for me.
And how's this on?
I got nothing.
I went to start.
All right. There. Can you see me now, Angela?
Do you have anything,
I
Tonya?
do. I'm wearing it. Remember, we had to start late because I had to do the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just distracted with Letty.
Yes, this is my FO. This is the Seraform that I've been working on the last month. It's a pattern by Lisa Much, and I knit it out of Miss Babs in the Funny Papers colorway. It is a lot darker than most skeins of it, but I absolutely fell in love with it, so I had to get it. And as you can see, it's actually shaped like the letter M,
Oh, yeah.
which is really cool. So you just put it here and then wrap these two long legs around and voila.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, bat shawl, bat shawl, bat shawl. I'm sorry, we just went to the movies, so. You said I could come on. It's your fault.
And I'm happy you're here. But I'm just going to show this again for a second because apparently my presenting of myself did not show up. So that's the shawl that I'm working on. Thank you. All right. So that's it for FO. So now we can go into stash enhancement.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave us on. Yeah.
You want to just keep going?
No, you go first.
I've got one little thing compared to, like, your mountain. Your little mountain of Yarno.
Okay.
You could stack them up and have a house. You wouldn't even have to knit it.
I'm not even going to show what I bought on Friday this week because then that would just be embarrassing.
It's okay. Sometimes it's awesome to have spoilage.
It's an annual sale, so I only do it once a year. So, and I'm, stashing up for when I move to Virginia. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
There's no yarn in America, it's true.
Exactly.
You can only get it in Canada. All right, somebody talk about their stash.
Okay, I'll go. So I only have one little thing, and this is Deadly Nightshade by Arachnus Threads. And it's not what it was supposed to be. This came out a lot darker than what was advertised, so boo. But I did contact her, and she said that she sent me the right one, so I just have to be sad about it. It is Wool Tencel Firestar and it's 2.7 ounces. And like, oh my gosh, though, like the little things that she does. Spider. It is a stamp.
Hold it still, Brandi.
Punch. Hold it still. Oh, you froze tea. Oh, there she goes.
Nope.
So, there's that. I'll probably be, I almost said casting on. That's not the right terminology.
Close enough.
I'm going to cast it on. I'm just going to say, I'm going to cast it on. And we'll see how that one works out. I think it's going to go on my Turkish spindle because I'm just itching.
It's going to be so pretty.
Right, purple with purple. It kind of needs to be a thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like that works. Okay.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
Right, unless it was black.
True.
Okay,
I
so
bet the
next,
purple would show up really well on a black spindle, though.
I don't have a black spindle.
Well, I'll have to fix that.
We will have to fix that. So now, on to the Tonya show.
Yay! So, I just got back from Virginia, and while I was there, I was extremely naughty and extremely spoiled. I received 2 gifts from friends while I was down there, which was amazing. The first one is yet more Miss Babs, because I am in love with Miss Babs, and I have been after this colorway for at least 4, if not 5 years. And a friend of mine that I met at SSK, Stephanie, her name on Ravelry is Cranky Crafts, bought this for me at SSK this year and sent it to me because I wasn't able to be there.
Aw.
So this is the Perfectly Reckless colorway. That's actually showing up very true. It's got all these gorgeous colors. I love the...
I'm just going to take
Pops
that away
of-
from you. I'm just going to
Yeah!
grab that.
So this is the Kira base. So it's heavy fingering 560 yards of superwash merino. And just so you can see the difference, this is the one that I actually bought in Virginia the week before I got this. So this is the exact same colorway,
So pretty.
but this one's in what you call a sport weight. Although actually there's very little difference between them. This is her Yummy 3-ply. But you can see that this one's a little bit like deeper colors or darker colors. Pull them back maybe. There we go.
You should send them to me so I can independently assess their brightness.
Mandy's trying to talk me into sending them to her.
In
or at
the
least
name
one
of
them,
science.
to her to make me a shawl for the wedding. For the reception to the wedding.
What am I agreeing to now?
No, I said Mandy's trying to get me to
Mandy.
send her a skate. Because yes, the girls have talked me into choosing rainbow as the color for the wedding.
It gives you more options.
It's true, and I do. I love rainbows.
We really had to twist your arm.
Yes, terribly
Like-
bad.
So it was rough,
Mhm.
guys.
Yeah. Well, proof. Rainbow love. This is stash that I caved and bought it. This is Bling Your String, of course, because I'm a sucker for her bags. I love them so much. So she just started having a theme of the month. And this is the first month she's done it. So this month's theme was sheep. So she had, I think, 3 different fabrics you could choose from. And when I saw this one, which actually looks like, yeah, you can see that. Knit stitches in a rainbow
Yep.
behind all the sheep. I could not say no to that. So I got that, and then she had these matching stitch markers, which hopefully will show up. Or progress keepers, whatever you want to call them. The little
Aw.
movable ones. But you can see there's one black, one blue, and one rainbow colored sheep. So, yes, those all had to come and live with me because I'm a sucker for rainbows, and I mean, you had sheep. The other thing I got from a friend was actually from Mandy Pinecone. and she made me a bag, her and Michael, I believe, which is based on a bag that I sent a picture of to the group because I've been wanting a bag made like this for years, and just no one makes bags like this. So it's actually got, she put snaps on it here to close it. Then it's got dual zippers, which if I do this, you're going to have everything fall out.
Yarn explosion.
Yes. So it opens completely. So you can sit it down and have all your stuff. Of course, the inside is pink because Mandy made it. So that's, yes. And it's huge. I mean, there are 6 50-gram skeins of sock yarn in there, and 4 packages of buttons, and a braid of fiber.
Good segue.
Yes. So that's lovely fiber stash, which is in Polworth, which is my favorite fiber. And I think she bought this when you and Jen,
Yes.
were you with them at the Vermont Shipping Mall?
That was actually when we went to my old local yarn store in Vermont, which is Green Mountain Fibers, which is where I met Christy of Fiber Stash before she moved up to the Burlington area. And so I kind of also twisted Mandy's arm into buying some fiber to play with while she was there.
Good for you. Yes, I think Mandy has become a spinning addict now.
She's a spinner.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, apparently she doesn't name her colorways, but this is just so pretty. It's like a minty forest green. It's a lot brighter than it's coming across, with little touches of brown. So it looks like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Well, now I gotta go get some ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, now I want ice cream.
Right?
Sorry, it's all Mandy's fault.
Mandy, you're buying us ice cream.
Can I have sprinkles? Can I, Mandy?
And she sent some treats for my nephews and some tea and some stuff for Sarah that I'll pass on to her when I see her in a couple weeks. The rest of the stuff is stuff that I bought at Tuesday morning when I was there. So I got 4 skeins of this and 2 skeins of this. I'm going to try weaving with it. I think that'll work pretty well. Yeah.
Is it their house brand or?
I don't think so. It's Fiber Natura. Gentle Merino. It's 50% merino, 25% bamboo, 25% polyamide. Let's see. Yeah, there. Fiber Natura. Yeah, it was $2 a ball for merino yarn. Yeah.
Good
Yes,
deal.
please. And then I got 3 packages of just random assortments of fun buttons. Because I love making kid stuff, and these had some perfect ones in there for kid stuff. Like there's little dragons, and this one had a dump truck in it, so that'll have to be something for my nephew Jackson. So, because he's big into all the farming and construction stuff right now. So it was just a few of those, because they were, $2 for all those buttons, where a card of 4 of those buttons here costs about $4 or $5.
Yikes.
So, yeah. I thought it was perfect. I think that's not even it. I am such a glutton.
Tonya, you never spend money on yourself.
The crazy thing is, very little of this did I spend on myself. I mean, I bought that yarn, and I bought this.
You podcast now, you have to have stuff to show off.
Yeah. But the other stuff were all wonderful gifts. And then on the way home from Virginia, my boyfriend and I stopped at the Woolery in Frankfort, Kentucky, I think. It's right outside of Lexington anyways. And amazing store, wonderful, wonderful ladies there. And I had a gift card from my father from my birthday last year, I believe. May have been the year before, actually. And I'd been saving up gift cards from him for the woolery in order to buy a loom. Then I found my loom on Kijiji here for incredibly cheap. So I got that. So I was saving them to get accessories to go with it, or in case I wanted to get a larger loom eventually or whatever. So we stopped there, and I got 2 boat shuttles because I really wanted to try boat shuttles. And I got 2 different ones so I could see which one I like. So this is the Shot?
Don't look at me on that one.
It's Shat.
Shat? Okay. It's the cute sheepy one, the same people that make my loom. And it's a boat shuttle, so it's got this little thing here, and you wind your yarn onto little bobbins and stick those on there and snap it in place. And you slide that through your weaving, and supposedly it's going to make weaving faster. That's what I'm hoping. So that's the larger one that I got. That's 11-inch slim shuttle. And the other one I got is this one here.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I love the color of it. They had all different types of wood that these are made of. They're handmade by Jay Hockett, which I'm not sure if he's the owner or manager or something of the woolery. They had some there that were by the manager. I'm not sure if this is one of them or if this is by someone else. But they're called end of warp shuttles. So they're really, really tiny, so you can fit them in when your shed is really small. So just to compare sizes, this one's already considered a small shuttle.
That don't look small to me.
Well, compared to a normal boat shuttle, it's a lot thinner, height-wise, so you can fit it in a rigid heddle loom compared to a large floor loom or whatever. So compare that one to this one.
Yikes.
It is super, super tiny. So I may have to wind a lot of bobbins, but I think it'll go really well. And that way it's also a shorter one this way. So if I'm doing a narrow piece instead of a wider piece, I think it'll work well. So I got those. I got a few bobbins for each one. And I got this thing, which you actually plug into the end of your screwdriver here and stick the bobbins on the end. It only works for the white ones. The smaller ones won't fit on it. And then you use your electric screwdriver or your electric drill to wind your bobbin. Which, I mean, that was $18. To get an actual bobbin winder, you're looking usually at like $100. So I figured that was a really good compromise and a good way to save some money. I also got some cards to do card weaving, or try and do card weaving. I've never done it, but they're $7 for cards, and you can do really fancy like bands and belts and straps and stuff like that. So I figured, I've seen pictures of people doing it on their rigid heddle looms, so I'll experiment. That was my nephew jumping off his bed. I'm sorry if you could hear that. The other thing I got with my gift card was a huge, huge splurge, but something I've wanted since I went to the 2014 SSK when they had one there. And it's one of these great big ball winders.
That looks fun.
Yeah. I wound this cake on it in like, what, I don't know, 15 minutes or something, if that. And it was just so smooth, and it's a lot easier on the wrist winding this way compared to winding this way on like my old Knit Picks one. But yeah, that's it. That is all my stash that I'm showing this week. I will save my gluttony from Friday to show next time.
I was going to say that is not all your stash.
That is all I am admitting to right now.
All right.
Okay, so then what's next? I don't have my... I've got the chat up.
We can do the draws next. That way you can talk and I can breathe for a second.
Read for a second.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Breathe. Well, I guess we'll do the drawing. So you don't have to talk for that, Tonya. So this week we are going to be choosing, or drawing, not choosing, because that's not how it will work. We will be drawing for two more. Sorry guys, I'm so tired. Two more, or it's the grand prize. It's 2 grand prizes from the Harvest Grain pattern. 2 people, one from Ravelry and one from Instagram, will win the Harvest Grain pattern and a skein of sock yarn, or if you prefer enough sock yarn to make a pair of socks. So if you choose Felici, those are 50, and typically somebody needs 2 balls unless you're like me, where I can kind of squeak out, even without a contrasting heel, as long as I keep my gauge good or loose. I can kind of do it. Anyways, regardless, tangent.
Waffle.
So we'll do that. We will do Instagram first. And the tag for that was After Our Friends. After Our Friends. That is not how you spell that. Not at all. And I still can't spell. Okay, so we have 7 public posts. So here they are, and we'll be doing it this. I think this is the eldest. Okay, it is. So this, just so that everyone knows, this will be number 1, and then number 7. So Gangsta T, if you could do 1 through 7 for me.
I will.
And if the same person wins that one last time, they will still get the nitpick stuff, but we will redraw for the pattern.
Okay. So there's your random number generator, and number 4 wins.
Didn't 4 win last time?
I don't know because I didn't write it down. You wrote it down.
3, 4.
I wasn't even here.
No, I don't think that. It may have been the other one. So this person won. And I think that's a Tonya. Oh, look, and a famous Tonya.
Oh, gosh.
I'm screenshotting that, and I will be tagging that person on Instagram. It's Truly Wicked of R. Wicked of her? Truly Wicked.
She's Truly Wicked. Just Truly Wicked on Ravelry, because she posted in the Ravelry group as well.
Okay.
I remember that doll. That is so cute.
Okay. So I have that screenshot, and I will be contacting her in just a little bit. Do you want to do... Well, I've got this pulled up. I got the Ravelry group pulled up. It was the first thing in my Safari. Harvest Grain pattern giveaway. And... Okay, so that would be 2 through 13.
All right. So 2 through 13. And generate. The result is number 12.
Awesome. And that is Mrs. Derv.
Yay!
Or Mr. Sturv, but I think it's Mrs. Derv.
And it's a Brandi face.
And I was, as I was looking through, I was like, I hope that one don't win because that is a Derv face. I was trying to
There's
say
no such thing as a gross face of you, dear.
whatever. There we go.
We should all do one.
And hopefully that's like the thing that not Google, YouTube wants to claim for the beginners. So congratulations, everybody. I think Tonya and Amanda are gifting the patterns this go because me and Sarah did last time.
Okay.
But I guess we can just announce it in the top of the thing, and I'll ear burn. And then, yeah, I'll ear burn Mrs. Derv. I like that name. That's fun. Tell us what that means. Is that's interesting. I don't know what a Derv is. Is it a thing?
It could be her husband's name.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I thought it was going to be like something hilarious. Like, I don't know, eat my yarn?
Waffles. Trying to keep you kids on track here. Sheesh.
Squirrel.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Anything.
I'm tired.
You are tired.
Sleep deprivation, and it's like good.
Aw.
So, yay!
Woohoo, congratulations to everybody.
That's right, yo.
And to Jess for her pattern, because that's awesome.
That's right. Good job.
If you didn't win it, go check it out. Harvest Grain Socks on Ravelry.
It's so fun and intuitive. It was addicting. Even though I still have yet to make the other sock.
Addicting, but not like bad for you addicting.
Yeah.
Like you could quit at any time.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I didn't finish it because I made it longer than what I normally would because I was following the sock pattern. So, and I had one ball of that Felici, and I even did contrast heels and toes, or maybe even a cuff. But I don't think that they're still enough. So, I'm debating on what to do because I like it in it. Because you can even do that pattern in self-striping, and it looks cool.
Oh, neat.
So that's what I did.
That reminds me, I did a contrast heel and toe in my sock, and I forgot to talk about it. It's Red Heart, Heart and Soul in 3115. Okay, moving along.
And now you talked about
I
it.
love it because it looks like white fluffy clouds in with your rainbow.
Yes, and then it saves more rainbow yarn for when I'm done. So maybe I can make little shorty socks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Right. All right, do you have anything for craft-alongs?
We've got Stash Dash ending today.
Mm-hmm.
The others are just ones that the others that I know of are ones that we've already mentioned on previous weeks. Things like the Lisa Long, the For the Love of Crazy, the one by Bling Your String that this was for. Can't remember.
That's okay. We'll just keep going. Okay.
We do have a whole bunch of festivals coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I thought we should mention those. Did you guys want me to run through them, or do one of you want to?
I don't want to.
I'm not contributing. What? I'll read them because I'm a guest and I feel like I should pull my weight around here. But please, if you put things on there and I'm not hitting the thing, please feel free to jump in. So the first one is the Kitchener-Waterloo Knitters Fair in Kitchener, Ontario, which is going to be on September 10th. And is that $7 Canadian admission, I take it? Okay,
yes.
Perfect.
And I believe Sarah and I are going to be going to that.
Yeah, fun. And then next up is the Georgia Fiber Fest in Columbus, Georgia, from September 8th through 10th, and the market is free. And you know that we love the word free around here, so go check that out if you're in the area. Then next up is the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival in Jefferson, Wisconsin, from September 8th to 11th. Friday through Sunday is $8 a day or $15 for a weekend. That's a bargain. Nebraska Fiber Fest in Mitchell, Nebraska from September 9th and 10th. The market is on the 10th and it is $1 for admission. So if there's something that I like almost as much as free, it's $1. So go check that out if you're in the area. Then it looks like we've got the Wool Fest in Hamburg, Germany. And that is going to be on September 3rd and 4th, €12 a day or €22 for the weekend. And let's see, pre-order discount. Okay, you're going to have to help me out with that one.
If you pre-order it through their website, you get it for
okay.
per day or €16 for the weekend.
That was making my brain gears turn, and they were just not feeling it. So that was math. Sorry, not my specialty. So that's it for festivals.
And whose podcast was this shout out to?
I put that one on. So I have recently started watching. So I think technically her name is Chasing Acorns, but her podcast/vlog is Adventures in Craft. And this is Kim, who lives in Michigan, and she's friends with our gal Andrea, the cat lady. And I happened to win a bag of hers once upon a time. Really well made, love it. And she just started her own little podcast. I love it. The episodes are like under 10 minutes, which is great when you just have a little bit of a break, need a little bit of time to relax. You pop one on and give her a watch. So I wanted to mention Kim and say congratulations and welcome to the crazy world of podcasting.
Awesome. Always looking for new ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so behind right now, though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Vacations, they mess with my schedule. And I think that's it, other than we did have a question earlier, which was from Angela, which is Engine in the East.
Hey, if you're still watching, I remember you on my podiversary.
I knew that name from somewhere.
Yeah. She was the big winner.
Okay. She wanted to know when are we all going to be knitting bags?
Probably never.
I've never knitted a bag. I crocheted bags ages ago. But I have been seeing the market bags and kind of wanting to knit one, so maybe someday?
I've knit a few bags. There's one that I really want to knit, which is it's got like Celtic-looking knot cables on it, and then it's felted.
Ooh.
But I'm not sure when I'll get to it because I have to get this shawl done.
Yeah, I don't have a washing machine and a dryer, so I have a couple of patterns for felted bags, but I don't really want to go to the laundromat and then get kicked out of ever going back to the laundromat because I broke their washing machine. So I didn't do it. I just don't want to do it. So, well, Angela, if you have any pattern suggestions for easy beginner bags, put them in the episode thread. I'll take a look.
Not me. Then again, I said I'd never knit socks, and then I'd never knit a sweater. I don't foresee myself.
We'll do a bag along someday, maybe.
Yeah, and I won't be a part of that one.
No. What if I made a cute face?
You'd have to come visit me first.
Could be like bags and baskets.
Oh, yeah. See, now it doesn't seem so easy, huh?
Yeah.
We have
Oh, God, we're so getting ice cream after this. Were there any other questions? Make me not think about ice cream.
Nope, I think you're doomed.
Okay.
I can make you think about something else.
No, that's quite all right. It's a family show.
No, it was totally okay.
What was it?
So I think you were still in the chat when I was talking about it. That we went next door. We're trying to become friends with the neighbors. We've lived here for like a year and a half, and they have 2 kids now. And Sophia is 5 and Letty's 4. And so we went over there, and Rodrigo cooked for us because he's Brazilian. And like Kim has been bragging about how she's been making homemade beans, Brazilian beans, because apparently, like what you do with it, it makes it Brazilian. I think it just tastes good. But I finally got my Brazilian food, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Now I know why Rod was always like, growing up after school, we always had beans and rice as an after-school snack. And I'm like, beans and rice, it doesn't sound appetizing. Oh no. Now I know why. So that stuff is in the crock pot now.
Nice.
I browned some bacon and onion, and then threw garlic in it, and then put the beans in there because I use canned beans because nobody got time for that. And then threw it in the crock pot. I just had it for lunch, and now I'm making some for dinner.
Changed your life.
Like, I like beans. Like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna be like there every day. What you cooking, Rod? What you cooking?
Oh man, you got any of that stuff?
Right. It's so Oh my gosh.
Waffles.
Belgian waffles with ice cream on top.
Oh, you girls are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Does that about wrap it up?
I think so.
All right, let's go turn it off so we can all like go stuff our faces, maybe.
All right.
Congratulations again to everybody that won.
Yes.
There should be another one soon because we have over 100 members in the Ravelry group.
Do we already? Awesome.
Yeah, I forget what
Dang.
number.
Come to my Ravelry group too if you like me.
Yes, Jen is effing awesome.
Yeah. The Uncreative Crafter. YouTube.
That was a hashtag. That's not going to help me find you. Because
Yes, we
there
have
are bands that got that name too.
Oh yeah, not on Instagram. On Instagram it's Stormcoast, all one word. Storm_Coast is a cool band in California, and the Uncreative Crafter is a lady who makes headbands. So find me on there as Stormcoast, but on YouTube as the Uncreative Crafter. All right.
just to confuse everybody, you know.
Yeah, we've got
I was there first.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So were we doing a VCAN tonight, Brandi, or no? We usually have them on Saturday nights. We did have one yesterday. I just wasn't sure if you were going to be doing one tonight. Probably not. If there is one tonight, we'll put a link in the
it would be at
Ravelry group.
7:30.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tired, so I probably wouldn't be attending. That's why I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
There's typically one every single night of the week, so
True.
it's not.
I
It's
just
not
figured.
overwhelming, but
Yeah, I just thought Sarah's home now. She might want to get on and show off all of her goodies from Twist or something. But
well, that's something that we have to talk to Sarah with.
yep. So yeah, if there's one tonight, we'll link in the Ravelry group. If you're ever looking for one, just PM one of us on Ravelry, and there's usually one every night.
Mhm.
Even if we're not there, we can just send you a link.
Everything is waffles.
Yes, Jen hosts on Friday nights, and hers is super popular.
Yeah, like it's got a reputation. All come check out the fun. There's singing and drinking.
Yes.
Not always in that order.
You can come watch Brandy's mouth spew profanities. I'm just I was about to say I'm just kidding, but kind of not. Wasn't it like 2 weeks ago? I came in late and somebody was like, "Oh, there's some cussing sometimes," and I would like drop the F-bomb, not even thinking.
Yeah.
I
just
missed
dropped
that.
a needle, so
Oh no!
if we go, I can go get it and not flash everybody my bottom.
Oh, well, I want to see that. I'm just kidding.
All right, so we'll talk to you all in a couple
Bye,
weeks.
Waffles.
Have a great week.
Ice cream, bye.
Bye-bye.